All right. So for today's topic, before I get into the topic, my name is Hakim bin Mohsin, and I'm the BIM specialist for acadsystems. So for today's topic, it will be comparing files in Autodesk Docs. Okay. So Autodesk Docs is an Autodesk product. It's a cloud-based product, and previously it was called BIM 360 Document Management. Okay. But currently it's being rebranded to a new platform called Autodesk Docs. Okay, and it's one of the product in the Autodesk Construction Cloud. Okay, so this product, you can buy it as a standalone, and also if you have the AEC collection, you can also it comes with the AEC collection as well. Okay, so I know that a lot of our clients that actually have the collection but haven't utilized this Autodesk Docs. Okay? So if you have AEC and you haven't ventured into Autodesk Docs, I would strongly recommend you to do that. Okay, and today we're gonna look at one of the reason why Autodesk Docs is very powerful. Okay, so in short, you will have all your files stored in your Autodesk Docs in your cloud here, and then you can compare between files. Okay, so you can see what have been changed and so on. Okay, here it says in document management you can compare 2D documents and 3D models. Okay, when comparing 2D documents, you can compare two versions of the same document or two different documents. When comparing 3D models, you can only compare two versions of the same model. Okay, so it means if you want to compare 2D documents, your PDF, your AutoCAD drawings, you can compare between two different files. Okay, it says here two different documents, and also you can compare between the same document but a different version. Okay, I will show you a little bit later what are versions. Okay, but in 3D, you can only compare the same model. I mean the same. It's not actually the same file, but the same model but different versions. Okay, as we go to the Autodesk Docs itself, I think you will understand it a little bit clearer. Okay, and so this function, the type of files that you can compare, use this compare tool. For 2D, you can compare PDF, DWG, DWF, and RVT files. Okay, so PDF, AutoCAD, and Revit. Okay, in 3D, you can compare Revit, DWG as well. So it means your AutoCAD 3D models, your plant 3D models, civil 3D. Okay, and we have also DXF and IFC, and then Navisworks, NWD, and also Fusion 360. Okay, have 3D files. So these are the file types that you can utilize this comparing tool. So I will just go to the platform itself. So to go to Autodesk Docs, you can simply go to acc.autodesk.com. Okay, so obviously I have just signed in just now, so you might require to sign in. Okay, and then you will be it will show you the project list. This is the home interface. Okay, and then I will choose the project. So I have quite a lot of projects here. So for today's purpose, I'll be using this project. Okay, and then I go to my Autodesk Docs because I have other products as well. So I have this build, takeoff, and model coordination and design collaboration. So if you only have Autodesk Docs, what you have is this one. Okay, so I go to Autodesk Docs. Okay, so these are my project. So first, I want to create a new folder. I have some folders here, but I want to create a new folder. I click at these three dots at the project files, and then I click add a folder. So I just rename, give the name as demo. Okay, for today's demo, I will be using Revit files. So I just quickly go to my Revit. Okay, so I have my Revit here. I'll be using this model for this demo. As you can see, it's a building. Okay, so saving in your Autodesk Docs, there is basically two ways. You can go to file and then save as cloud model. Okay, this will then direct you to the Autodesk Docs. Okay, and also if you save locally, let's say I'll just go save as project, and then I'll just save it on my desktop. Just name it as demo 1. Okay, it's saved. And then I'll go back to my folder here in my Autodesk Docs here. And at the same time, I go to my File Explorer, go to Desktop, and find the Revit file just now that you have just saved. And then you can just drag and drop. Okay. So this is the second way of uploading your files to your Autodesk Docs. The first way is by going to File, Save As, Cloud Model. There's actually a difference between how you save it and how it affects you working with Revit. Okay, basically, in conclusion, if you want to link a model and it's a cloud model, you need to save as cloud model. Okay, if you need that file, if you need to work on it as a link later in future, you need to save it as a cloud model. The method I'm using currently, you can't link to this file. Okay, but that will be in a different discussion lah. Okay, today we are focusing on how we compare the files. Okay, so it will take a while. It's processing now. So I'll just click done. It will still run the upload, so we can just leave it there. And now I want to make some changes. Okay, I want to make some changes to. Okay, we have a question here from CCW. How long the file can keep in cloud? The file size max. Okay, actually there is no maximum for the file size, and definitely if your internet speed is good, it all depends on that lah. Okay, if it's a bigger file, it might take a little bit more time to upload and to also view it. Okay, but as the maximum size, there's no on it. Okay, and then how long the file can be kept in the cloud? As long as Autodesk Docs exists, you can access the file. Okay. So basically, last time we don't have Autodesk Docs, but it was called BIM 360 Document Management. So when they introduced this newer platform, they still actually allow us, maybe the previous user in the BIM 360, still can access that platform. Okay, so they cannot just simply stop their services because a lot of people have been using and have their files stored there. Okay, so Autodesk are quite careful in this method. Okay, so in now I want to make some changes. So just a simple changes. Maybe I will delete this door, and then I change it to a window. I just make some random changes lah. Okay, and then maybe I delete these trees, and then maybe I'll do another one. I just make this floor bigger. Okay. So let's say these are the updates of my model, and then I want to save it again. So I go to File and Save. So this is the same file that we upload in the cloud just now. Okay, I still have the name as demo1. Okay, now I go back to my Autodesk Docs. We have the demo1, and you can see at the version here, it says here V1, so it means version 1. So when I upload again, so I go to my desktop and drag and drop file. Okay, so this instead it will just be version 2. Okay, but in order to have it as a version 2, you need to make sure that you keep the same name and same location lah, the same folder location. Okay, so let's let it run for a while. Okay, this uploading is basically based on your internet speed and also your file size. I can actually click done here, but it will still be uploading. I'll just leave it here. Let's see. I actually have a backup, so I will show you from my backup folder. So in this folder, in my Revit 3D folder, I did exactly the same thing. Okay, I did exactly the same thing. I have one Revit file. I upload it for the first time, and then I make some changes. I upload it for the second time, and I keep the same name. So it will be version 2. I can click here and I can look at the version history. Okay, so you can still access the older versions of your file. Okay, you will have it here at your version history. You will not create another file below here, but instead it will be version 2. So I want to open this file, this Revit file. Okay, it's the same model. So currently it's showing the version 2. And now I want to compare what has been changed from version 2 and version 1. So from here, up here, you can see there is this compare button. Just click here Okay, if you remember, if we are comparing 3D, you can compare the same model but different versions. Okay, so here in this dialog box, you need to choose the version. So you have to compare with a different version. So I change this to version 1. And then you have to compare the same sheet of view. Okay, so now we want to look at it in 3D. So I change it to 3D. So now we compare in 3D view from version 2 and version 1. So click compare. Okay. It will load a little bit, depends on how much changes have been made. And then it will be this kind of view. Okay. It will list what are the things that have been changed. So there are added items, removed, and also modified. Okay, and it's in a different color. Okay, down here you have it listed here. So here at this part, basically red means it's removed. From version 1, we have this door, but in version 2, I have removed the door. And I have also added 2 windows here. You see it in green color. And those in yellow color, it means that it has been modified. So if you remember, the version 1 was actually a pitch roof, okay, but then I changed it to a flat roof. And also the same change to what I just shown just now, I make the floor bigger. Okay. So with this compare tool, I also deleted the trees in the courtyard here. Okay. So with this compare tools, you can easily track what has been changed from version to version. Okay. This will save you a lot of time lah. Okay. And now I want to show how we compare in 2D. Okay, I'll just use the same file. Okay, Revit, we have 3D, and we can also go to the 2D views because we have sheets inside Revit. To go to the sheet, just click here, Sheets and Views, and then select 2D. Okay, and then we have 2 sheets in this file. So I click the floor plan. Okay, now showing the floor plan. Then again, I click the compare button. Okay, and then I change the version to version 1. And then we have to compare to the same sheet. Okay, and then just hit compare. Okay. So as you can see, the same thing from this view, it shows you what have been modified in yellow color, what has been removed in red, and what have been added in green. Okay, is windows. Okay, and we have the list here as well. Okay, and then you can click on it, it will bring to that particular item, and it will also show you the information here. Okay. And another one, I want to show you how we compare to PDF. So basically, this is PDF from Revit. I save the sheet as PDF. Okay, and then I have floor plan 1 and floor plan 2. This is basically the same floor plan, but this is the kind of an update to it, but I name it differently. It's not like previously, it just change the version, but this time I changed the name. Okay, if you remember, here it says in 2D, you can compare to two different documents. Okay, for 2D, you can compare two different documents, but in 3D, you need to compare the same model, meaning the same file but different version. Okay, but 2D you can do both. Okay, but now I'm showing you another example for PDF. So I just click here to view it first. It will open up the sheet. Okay, and then the same thing you have to compare to. Okay, and then here you can see you need to select a document. So previously it automatically detects the same file. Okay, now you have to select your document. Okay, and then you select the other document. Select. Okay, since we have only one page, then it will be page 1 lah. Okay, if you have more, you need to select page and then click compare. Okay, but this way it doesn't show what has been changed, added or modified or deleted like that. It will just actually overlay these two drawings. Okay, and then it will highlight it in red, one version in red and another version in blue. So as you can see, the first version is red in color. Okay, but the second floor plan, this particular wall does not exist. Okay, and in the second floor plan, they have some doors here. Okay, so it actually overlays these two drawings. When it match, it doesn't give out a different color. It will be black. Okay, but when it's not overlapping, the first version will be in red and another one will be in blue. Okay, I can actually move it a little bit, and you can see that actually one in red and one in blue. But when it's overlapping, it will be black. So you can easily trace what is the difference with the highlight, okay, with the color highlight. Okay, so these are some of the examples on how you can use the compare to in Autodesk Docs. If you have any question, you can just type it in the chat. Okay, while waiting for your questions, I just want to bring you to our website. You can check out our website at acadsystems.com. Okay, here in our homepage, you can check out what are our latest promotion and news if you are interested to get the software. Okay, and of course, if you want to know more, you can just click at this live tab. Okay, just click here, and then you can chat with our live agents. Okay, they will always be on standby. Okay, and then as you scroll down, we have our free online lessons here. So you can check out what are the next topics that coming up and when is the date and time. You can just click on it and book your RSVP here. Just click going and you'll get an reminder for the webinar lah. Okay. And then as you scroll down, you can also find us on Facebook and also YouTube. You can just click on this icon. So we have our YouTube channel, acadsystems. So all of our free online lesson will later be uploaded here. And we also do YouTube live now for our free free online lesson. You can also check out from YouTube. Okay, so over the years we have quite an extensive library on various topics and across different softwares from Autodesk. Okay, you can check it out, and maybe you can learn something from here. And also don't forget to subscribe. Okay. Okay, here we have a question from CCW. Can you show how document control in doc? Okay, document control means in permissioning. Okay, I'll just show you briefly how you can control this document. So for this project, for this LPU3, I am the project admin. So I have the full administrative control. So I can, for example, I can click create a folder. Okay, yeah, like just now, I created a folder, and then I can upload a file, and then I can also edit the file. Okay. Let's say you have another member that you want them to access but not create those files, for example. So we have members, obviously, in this Autodesk Docs. You need to invite your members. So I just go to this members tab here, and currently we have a few members here. Okay, if you need to add members, just click here. Okay, and okay, add your members here. If you can click at the person, maybe I'll click at someone who's still active. Okay, for example, here Nabil Fikri. You can check out first the access level. Either this person is a project member or a project admin. So as a project member, what you can do in your docs here in this project is a little bit limited to project admin lah. Okay, like myself, I'm a project admin. Okay, then you can also go to the files just now. Go to the files tab. Here you can also control the permissioning. We call it permissioning lah for the document control. For example, this folder, this Revit 3D folder, I want to set the permission. So I just click at the three dots and select permission settings. Okay, here, and then it shows us the who can access this folder. So as you can see, Nabil is not here. So if Nabil open up this project, he will not be able to see this folder. So you need to add him. Okay, add Nabil. This, and then set the permission settings. Okay. There are 5 stages, actually six stages. Okay, so you can set this person can view or view and download, create, and then we have also another create. It specifies here what the person can do. You can check it out. And the full administrative control will have the same control as the project admin lah. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. Okay, so I think that will be it for, yeah, okay, welcome CCW. Okay, and I think that will be it for our free online lesson for this session. Thank you very much for joining me today, and we'll see you next time. Okay, thank you.